Okay, we're coming up on 5:15 this morning, turning to our first alert weather. Getting a little colder out there this morning. That wind, you can feel it.
Oh, yeah, you can hear it too, right?
Yes,
for sure.
It's a nightmare out there.
I was going to say, I thought somebody was in my house earlier this morning. I'm like, oh, no, that's just the wind. Just Mother Nature knocking at the door.
Yeah, winter returning.
Winter is returning. In fact, it's going to be an Arctic invasion of air that stretches as far south as the northern Gulf Coast through Louisiana, Arkansas, even Mississippi, like bringing some snow and ice to the south. Here, it's just going to return the cold air, but also drier air overall. Look at some of the strongest gusts that we've had since midnight. So far, near 50 miles an hour in some spots of Massachusetts. Boston at about 45 miles an hour, and even Lynn, too, across the North Shore at about 35 miles an hour. We expect that to continue not only today, but also intensify as well. It is pushing in from the west and northwest, which, again, is typically a colder wind direction. And because some of this air is so cold, and we do get a lot of upslope flow here throughout the Green and White Mountains, there will be mountain snow, we think, even across the Berkshires alike. But no snow across southern New England, just plenty of cold all the way through the weekend. In fact, as we go throughout the next several days, Saturday morning will be right around 25 degrees with wind chills in the teens. By Monday, as kids are returning back to school for the new year, temperatures are even colder with wind chills perhaps in the single digits and perhaps right around 10 degrees or so. So the chill is just beginning and will only get worse in the next several days. And even through the middle of the month here, it's very likely that the eastern half of the lower 48 will be well below average for temperatures. Now, I say that, just remember, it is January after all. In the last couple of days of December, we had highs in the 50s to almost 60 degrees. Headed north for some of the ski areas, it looks like it's great snow on the way, and also great temperatures too for snow making through Stowe, Mount Snow, and also Pat's Peak there at Henniker too. Maybe a bluebird day down the line on Friday, with temperatures at about 34 to 35 degrees. Looking down the line, by the way, remember we talked about that wind from the west and northwest. It keeps snow in action across far western Massachusetts. This does not stretch into the Boston metro, and this continues late tonight and early tomorrow morning as well. But a majority of things really start to sprout, I think, northbound on Friday afternoon and then Saturday morning. The cold is really just beginning. In fact, it will tighten its grip as that cold is not only here and present across the northeast, it's also present across the south central U.S. with a disturbance that moves through. So this will bring heavier amounts of snow and maybe even ice across portions of the Appalachians and through the Ozarks as well into late this week and early next week. For us, it's really just chill. That's an Arctic chill that's on the way. And I'm calling this forecast a dry January, sort of like a lot of folks' resolutions. It seems like this dry January, at the very least, will continue through the middle of the month.